There's nothing funny and humorous about this at all. Yeah.
The good old church. Yes, this is, going to be part of my rant. I'm going to be ranting in a few minutes.
So get the volumes right. Because he's known to yell.
Yeah.
I
don't have my table to bang on
Exactly.
anymore. An archbishop, this was all going to place, was not sure whether he knew that having sex as a child was a crime. The head of the Archdiocese of St. Louis said under oath that he couldn't recall the details of how he handled allegations of abuse against a Minnesota priest years ago. But the Archbishop Robert Carlson did say he never went to the authorities after the priest admitted in 1984 that he engaged in criminal sexual contact with a minor. But here's the good part, ladies and gentlemen. When asked if he knew if it was a crime for an adult to engage in sex with a child, the Archbishop said, I'm not sure whether I knew it was a crime or not. I understand today, though, that it's a crime. He says he's also not sure when he did discern that it was a crime for an adult to engage with sex with a child.
Okay.
When they started getting caught.
Thank you.
That's lame. I mean, this dude is completely
Is it lame? It worked. It worked. As it's always been.
What kind of system is this? I mean,
see, this is where, and it's just because people are flawed is why these things can't happen. But this dude should have been beaten with chains. As soon as he opened his mouth and said this shit, they should have immediately just started whipping him, pour like hot
Da Vinci
oil
Code
on it.
style.
we need to put stock into dock chains because that's what these guys need to be lashed with. I mean, it needs to be, fucking 12 years a slave mixed with the fucking passion of the Christ. And we need to mix both of those shits together on these people because only screaming and hollering at the highest decibels will stop this kind of shit.
Because I'm like, how do
you want a world star something? World star, one of these motherfuckers getting flayed down to the skeleton.
Like, how do you, as a law enforcement official, listen to this shit and don't say to yourself,
Yeah.
I have to arrest you now.
Oh, I didn't know.
I have to because you let a dude go after he said he was raping boys and shit. Then you're like, oh, I didn't know. Who the hell doesn't know?
Your occupation is to discern between good and bad.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
How do you not know?
Well, he's not qualified for his job, obviously.
Maybe it was Artie White Fox because he doesn't know. Artie White Fox is a gentleman that was on our old show who has sex with animals. And
a sick zoophile, which I wish
also
somehow
claims
we
that
can
he
get that
didn't-
son of a bitch, to call back in because
I
he
know,
was,
I don't want him.
But yeah, he tried to use religion and couldn't understand the difference between right and wrong and all this other crock of shit.
Just like this guy.
Just like this maniac. But I mean, like you said, the law enforcement, there should be some kind of discretion. You're supposed to use your common sense. The whole thing is, I didn't know. How many other people can use that as an excuse?
But they say ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Exactly.
No. You run around like you
Right,
drive at 100 miles an hour and you're like, I didn't know it was the speed limit was 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Too
Too
bad.
bad.
You're
Too
getting
bad.
a ticket
Too
or
bad.
you're going to jail.
So
But I didn't know pluking little boys in the ass.
Oh no! What
was
you're
a
supposed to do?
crime.
You're supposed to throw your collar on real quick.
Yeah.
That's what it
Exactly.
is. You just slap your collar on. I didn't know.
Don't worry, officer. I'm going to say 10 Hail Marys and some Our Fathers and it'll be good. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, that's truly sad because you gotta, it makes me think about how many other cases like this that we don't even know about, man.
Tons.
Grown men crying and shit, afraid to even go to the bathroom because they're afraid of something's going to happen to them, Shit is terrible. Booty cheeks start shaking every time they even walk by a church. It's just nervous. That's just awful. Awful. It's really awful.
It is. It's horrible.
It's awful. You look at me like that for.